Good morning, friends. This is your old girl, Melanie Rose, here to share your daily aspects. Today is Thursday, January 6, 2022. The Sun is in Capricorn, as are Venus and Pluto. So Capricorn's ambitious vibrations are very influential in our lives right now. We have the capacity to make big plans and then break them down into manageable goals. Under this influence, we seek the feeling of success that comes with achieving what we set out to do. The moon is in Pisces all day today. The inspiration we've taken from collaborating can now be processed through our emotions for creative expression. This is also a good time for our ability to connect with our partners in a loving way. And the waxing crescent phase moon invites us to make the waxing crescent phase of this moon invites us to make plans out of the intentions that we have set. We will begin to take action this Sunday with the first quarter moon in Aries. For now, we're just going to continue to flesh out those plans. Okay, let's take a look at the legend and go over the symbols on the page today, and then we'll get into some interpretation. As ever, at the top of the list is the sun. The sun represents our outer life. This is who you are when you step out the door, the person that people get to know when they first meet you, and also your engagement in the work, social, and civic spheres. After the sun comes the moon, and the moon represents the inner life. So this is about your relationship with yourself, your emotions, your intuitions, what you feel and know, also how you come to engage in your domestic sphere. Uranus is on the page today. Uranus comes around occasionally and asks us to do things a little bit differently, and so it will bring with it some change. Mars represents your personal sense of initiative, whatever it is, that thing that fires you up and gets you going. And Venus represents love and money, or how do you relate to those people and things that you like, love, and can't get enough of. Saturn is about the structures and networks that we rely on for support and our responsibility to maintain them. Mercury relates to the intellect, especially the day-to-day thoughts, plans, and communications that you make and the running around that you do. And Chiron represents your capacity to heal and what it is that you're working on healing. As for aspect energies on the page, we only have a couple today. We have some sextile, and sextile is a positive energy. It indicates cooperation between the effects of these planets, and so it cooperation makes things happen, so you're likely to be able to generate something positive out of that aspect. Square represents the potential for challenges to come up. And signs of note on the page today are Capricorn, Pisces, and Aries. Okay, so let's get into this. I have divided the page into two columns, one for each of our luminaries. The moon sheds light on our inner lives. It sets the tone for our emotional experiences and our home space relationships. The moon moves quickly, creating several short aspects that bring with them energies that may affect our feelings and intuitions. The sun sheds light on our outer lives, setting the tone for our experiences at work and in the social and civic sphere. Address the rest of the planet's aspects on this side because they take longer and they have more to do with our actions out in the world. And we begin with the moon today. Central Standard Time, friends. At 1:04 in the afternoon, the moon makes a sextile aspect with Uranus. So at this time, we're open to change in our hearts and homes. We may even feel charged up enough to seek it out. Cooperating with others for a new start is likely to generate a positive outcome. That's a 2-hour aspect. Cooperation brings positive results. And then very late this evening, actually around the bend clock, early on Friday morning at 12:55 a.m., the moon makes a square with Mars. Now, this aspect may have us feeling a strong desire and the urge to get that desire met. However, with a square aspect, this may come across to another person as us being impatient or too assertive. If you're feeling irritable in the middle of the night, if you're thinking about taking a risk right then, not recommended. Maybe have some chamomile tea and try to get some rest. Impatient behavior. Meets challenges. So today's lunar signature invites us to collaborate for change in the home and asks us to resist impulsive behaviors that may arise out of our impatience. As for the sun side of the page, in the ongoing column, Venus retrograde is with us through the 29th, the end of the month, and it has us feeling conservative in our approach to sharing our love and our labor. This is the time for our commitments at work and at home to be under review, for us to ask ourselves questions about whether the relationships to those people and things we like, love, and can't get enough of is balanced. Are we receiving the right amount of value for the investments we've made? Do we need to negotiate a better deal for ourselves? This applies to our love lives, but especially with the heavy Capricorn influence at this time, it also applies to our finances and our relationship to the work we do. And today is the final day for Saturn square Uranus, so these effects are on their way out. This aspect has been challenging us for a couple of weeks with shifts to the status quo. Whether or not we wanted to begin doing some things differently, we may have been put in that position anyway. Hopefully, we're finding the voice to advocate for ourselves and for the best possible results of those shakeups for everyone involved. And today, actually pretty late in the evening at 11:41 p.m., the sun goes sextile to the moon. So here, the outer life is in a positive, cooperative position with the inner life. We know what we want, and we know how to get it. Our efforts at this time are likely to generate a good outcome. Coming up this week, this Saturday, Venus will reach its perihelion, or its closest point to the sun. This is a little like a spotlight, actually, being shown on the effects of Venus in our lives right now. And then on Sunday, Mercury will make a sextile aspect with Chiron, which will encourage us to open up more about our worries and concerns. Also on Sunday, we will see a first quarter moon in Aries, which invites us to go ahead and begin to act on the plans we are making this week. And we'll talk about these things and more as they come up. That's it for today, friends. This has been your Daily Aspects, an astrological weather forecast for Thursday, January 6, 2022. Welcome to the new year, friends. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Melanie Rose, and I'll see you all back here tomorrow for more Daily Aspects.